Welcome to Fantastic Vision. Please subscribe us before you watch today's video. As we all know, due to changes in the external environment, the chip industry's trend toward deglobalization has become increasingly pronounced. Recently, amidst the US's proposed 100% tariffs on China, China proactively tightened its rare earth export controls. Shortly after these reports broke, news also emerged from the Netherlands. The global assets of China-controlled Nexperia Semiconductor have been frozen, the Chinese CEO has been suspended, and an independent foreign director with a decisive vote has been appointed. This is simply an extension of Western chip controls. The Dutch government's takeover of advanced chip factories owned by Chinese companies also signals an intensifying geopolitical competition in the advanced semiconductor sector. As early as 2023, the Netherlands joined the US in imposing export restrictions on chip equipment to China, hindering the export of ASML's advanced lithography machines to China. According to a September 2025 report in the South China Morning Post, the Netherlands has expanded its export controls to China to include any technology and equipment that could enhance China's semiconductor manufacturing capabilities, directly leading to an equipment shortage for Chinese chip manufacturers. Following the implementation of these measures, Chinese companies have accelerated their expansion into advanced semiconductor equipment, with companies like Huawei and Xinkai gradually achieving domestic substitution of core semiconductor equipment. Against this backdrop, the Netherlands' attempt to take over China's advanced chip factories is, frankly, an attempt to curb Chinese companies' expansion into the advanced semiconductor sector. As to why the Netherlands is so forcefully intervening in the operations of Chinese-controlled companies, it may be related to China's recent strategy of tightening rare earth regulations. China is the world's largest producer of rare earths, accounting for over 70% of global production, and rare earths are essential for manufacturing high-performance chip equipment. This has led to Dutch concerns that China's regulations will negatively impact the operations of its core companies. The legal basis for this Dutch action is the Investment, Mergers and Acquisitions Security Review Act, (WIFO Act), which came into effect in June 2023 and grants the government retroactive authority to apply to transactions dating back to September 2020. Unlike the 2023 Noe case, ASML's acquisition of a Dutch startup, the Dutch government did not explicitly state the reason for the freeze, but industry insiders generally believe it relates to the technical sensitivity of ASML's automotive-grade chip manufacturing capabilities. This incident also marks the intensification of the chip war between China, the United States, and other countries. China can restrict Western countries' access to key raw materials for product manufacturing by controlling rare earths and other scarce raw materials. The West, in turn, is curbing Chinese companies' technological innovation in advanced chips by controlling key semiconductor processes. The intensifying competition between the two sides also marks a critical turning point in global trade. In the short term, the Netherlands appears to have won. Through judicial trusteeship, the West has temporarily preserved Nexperia's production capacity and employment in Europe. However, in the long term, this is a classic lose-lose game. Nexperia was once a rare chip star in Europe, headquartered in the Netherlands and employing 14,000 people. Forced intervention will not only undermine the company's decision-making efficiency, but also undermine global investors' confidence in the security of the European market. For China, there will undoubtedly be short-term pain, but its semiconductor industry is already accelerating its growth under pressure. According to data from industry consulting firm SMM, in the first half of 2025, revenue for Chinese chip companies increased by 18.5% year-on-year, with power semiconductors experiencing a 23.7% growth rate, partially offsetting the shortfall in high-end chips. If the competition continues to escalate, with the West expanding its supply chain weaponization and China accelerating its de-Americanization efforts, the global chip supply chain will be completely divided into two systems. The true winners will be those companies that maintain technological neutrality and focus on innovation. The Dutch government's capital control war has completely exposed the hypocrisy of the West's touted market economy principles, fair competition, and international trade norms. When a legally acquired and operating company is placed under trusteeship, simply because of its Chinese background, this isn't business, it's clear-cut robbery. Chinese companies should strengthen their strategic reserves in the technology sector. Only by localizing and developing their own supply chains can they minimize the negative impact of external supply chain fluctuations on their trade. The global economy has reached a critical inflection point, and any disturbance has the potential to bring further changes to the world. Amidst the trend of deglobalization, building a more resilient, inclusive, and sustainable global industrial ecosystem is crucial for businesses' future success. What are your thoughts on this? Feel free to leave a comment and discuss.